イルミネーションはもう十分だ。今度は今夜の君を目に焼き付けたい。
The terminal building. On Friday early morning, the airport departure hall is already bustling with business travelers setting out for work. You walk with Artem to the security checkpoint, glancing down at his briefcase. Did you bring everything? All the documents you need for work?
ああ、抜かりはないよ。週末の間、首都に行くだけだからな。この荷物で十分だ。
Artem's luggage is definitely minimal when compared to the other travelers in the rushing crowd. But looking at this small briefcase, you can't help but feel a sense of reluctance. Naturally, Artem picks up on your subtle shift in mood. After letting out a small sigh, he smiles.
よく考えてみれば、忘れ物が。
As he speaks, he opens his arms toward you for one last hug before he leaves.
こっちに来なさい。
Okay. As you wrap your arms around Artem, you feel him pull you closer, holding you tighter. As time passes, you push down your torn feelings and gently push him away. Artem, you should go. Security checks takes time. Besides, I need to... You urge him to go and instinctively glance behind. This time, you're not the only one seeing him off.
母さんとは後で合流しよう。離れる気持ちなら、きっと一番理解していると思うから。それに、母さんも父さんともう少し話したいだろうし。
That's true. Brian Wing had suddenly returned to Sally's a few days ago, and you had a brief family dinner together. It seems he came back unexpectedly because he needs Artem to accompany him to the capital for a business trip. As for the specifics, Artem will only find out once he gets there. See you next week.
月曜日だが、早ければその日の朝一には君の元に戻れるかもしれない。
After gently pinching your cheek, Artem grabs his carry-on and joins the security line. Just before he disappears out of sight, he turns back and mouths, "See you on Monday." You wave back at him just as the sound of footsteps draw near.
あなたたちを見ていると、若い頃、夫と結婚してすぐに遠距離生活を始めた時のことを思い出すわ。あなたも慣れていないようね。
Yes, I'm still getting used to it. As you say goodbye to Artem, Kimberly also bids Brian farewell before coming to your side. For her, it's just another ordinary moment she's experienced many times before. She gives you a look of both care and concern before speaking again.
私の経験から言わせてもらうと、一時の別れだからと無理に感情を抑え込むよりも、その感情を水の流れだと思って、自然と湧き出るままに任せて、思い切って体験してみた方がいいわ。
Experience them?
ええ。だって、人生に別れなんてつきものでしょ。そうは思わないかしら。
A natural part of life. Yeah, that's true. As you ponder her words, you can feel her soft kiss on you. Is she just trying to comfort you out of genuine care, or is there something more she's not saying, like the real reason why Brian wants Artem to go to the capital with him? In the end, all you hear is a sigh, and you feel her hand on your shoulder.
さて、一旦戻りましょうか。 あなたが気にしているいろんなことについては、きっと静馬が直接話すと思うから。
Law firm. Monday. Artem messaged you last night saying he would be back in Stylis by noon at the latest. But when you walk into the quiet office, something feels different. I'm the first to reach today, huh? Why is Artem by my desk? It's already strange enough that he didn't go home right away when he returned. Now he's walking around your desk looking at something on your table. But all I have on my desk are some legal aid materials for a recent case. A case you took on with him together, to be precise. It involved helping a mother sue a school for the accident that left her child disabled. The incident happened a long time ago, and the mother has been under constant pressure from all sides ever since. To many, this case might seem like a lot of effort for little gain. But you understand the sense of accomplishment it offers, which is why you took it on. What are you looking at? Driven by curiosity and a playful impulse, you quietly approach and tap Artem on the shoulder. As soon as he realizes you're there, he quickly slips something into his pocket. You pretend not to notice and move closer to him. You are back. Why didn't you come home first to drop off your luggage? To anyone else, it might just look like two colleagues chatting. However, from the angle only visible to you both, his hand gently brushes against yours. Knowing the office is empty, you flip your hand over and intertwine your fingers with his.
仕事が少し残っていて、空港から直接ここに来たんだ。それに、
Artem momentarily pauses. You observe his expression closely, searching for any signs of something off.
唐突にすまないが、君のデスクにあった飾りが気になってな。どこで手に入れたんだ？
Following his gaze, you look at the little trinkets on your desk. They are nothing special, just the same as any other colleague's desk decor. I pick up most of these on a whim while shopping, and some came from online stores Kiki recommended. But we go check out a market that sells stuff like this over the weekend.
いいな。今は忙しいが、落ち着いたら行ってみよう。
But before that, I need you to tell me why you're standing by my desk and what was going through your mind just now. It must be one of those instincts of love. Just by looking at Artem, you can sense that he's holding back certain emotions. The way he strokes your hand or his sudden curiosity about the trinkets. Beneath these gestures, you can feel a mix of emotions, caring, longing, and reluctance.
やはり、君の目からは逃れられないな。早朝に空港から執務室に直行して、仕事を片付けた後で、君に会いたくなった。それで、無意識のうちに君のデスクの近くにまで来てしまってな。最初はこれを見ていた。
After his confession, Artem pulls a small badge from his pocket. A graduate attorney's badge, is it?
私のものだ。なぜこれを持っていたのかは、少し長くなるから場所を変えよ
う。Artem's office. When you step into his office, the strong aroma of coffee hits you instantly. The briefcase he brought with him to the Capitol lies open on the desk with a few folders spilling out.
実は先週末に家族で会った時からこの正体について父に聞かされていた。 首都の弁護士協会から委員会に参加して協会の初期運営を支えてほしいと言われている。
He hands you a stack of papers as he speaks. You quickly skim through the pages, confusion evident as you look up. The National Young Lawyers Association? I've never heard of it before.
最近、司法省の監督下に設立されたばかりでな。若手弁護士の育成と強化を目的としているらしい。父は設立から関わっていた。今そのバトンを託し、私が協会に参加することを望んでいるようだ。
I see. This is great news, Artem. Any legal professional would be thrilled to have this opportunity. That's your initial thought. But beyond your professional role, you're also Artem's partner. Looks like you'll be pretty busy from now on. As you murmur, you feel him gently pinch your cheek. It seems he's already sensed what you're thinking, so he speaks up to comfort you.
まだ正式に引き受けると決めたわけでもない。先のことを考えなくてもいいだろ。
You detect a hint of uncertainty beneath his usual calm tone as he explains. Is he hesitating about the opportunity? Your father will support you as much as possible, so if you ask me, there's really no need to hesitate. The words almost slip out before you can stop them. But just before you speak, an unexpected bitterness rises in your throat, making you hesitate. Then you think back to the scene at the airport security check with Professor Nagana earlier. Are you hesitating because you don't want to be like her, separated from the person you love, or is there something else?
ああ、君もすぐには決断を下せず、無意識のうちに私たちのことを考えただろう。首都でこの話を聞いた夜、真っ先に君の顔がよぎったよ。この知らせを伝えたかったし、意見も聞きたかった。だが、もう遅い時間だったからな。翌日の早朝に帰ろうと思ったんだ。
So that's why he came in so early. You can almost picture the capital under the night sky, with Artem somewhere in the city, lost in thought. To make up for not being able to talk to him that night, you inch a little closer. I'm here now, Artem. If you have any concerns or need advice, I'll do my best to give you the best guidance I can.
聞きたいことがある。
You notice Artem's gaze shift to your attorney's badge. He looks down at his old badge, then let out a small, knowing laugh.
私は今日まで後悔一つない、満足できる自分でいられたのか。それとも、ただ周囲の期待に応えるだけの左京静馬でしかなかったのか。どう見える？
Huh? You weren't expecting a question like that. He anticipates your reaction and doesn't push further. Instead, he says,
急にこんなことを聞いて戸惑うだろう。だから目を閉じてくれ。
Okay. It takes more than just a simple question and answer to really understand each other's feelings. So Artem gently guides you toward him, your eyes closed. You've probably closed the distance by now. His familiar scent just a breath away, his face inches from yours. Then you feel him place his graduate attorney's badge into the palm of your hand. Artem, what are you?
少しの間でいい。このバッジを持っていてほしいんだ。
Okay. Your slight confusion shows as you nod slowly, then he gently covers your ears. The surrounding sounds immediately fade, but you don't mind. It's as though you're submerged in calm, clear waters.
想像してくれ。これが君の弁護士バッジだとしよう。少しの間、君は別の誰かになる。物心ついた頃からずっと大人たちの敷いたレールの上を歩いてきた、そういう人生だ。駆け出しの若手弁護士だった時から今に至るまでミスはなく、当たり前に一線を越えることもない。周囲の人々はあの人なら心配しなくても大丈夫と評価する。すべての選択が期待通りに進んでいるからな。だがふとした瞬間に感じるんだ。未来にはもっと可能性があるのではないかと。
It's clear enough what Artem is trying to say. So, before he continues, you reveal his true intention. Artem, are you asking me what choice I'd make if I were in your shoes? A faint sigh reaches your ears, and you subconsciously tighten your grip on the badge in your hand.
その通りだ。私にとって特別な君自身の考えを聞きたかった。
But in the end, no one can truly become someone else. All you can do is watch. Following the thoughts until you both drift into the same unknown sea. It feels like you can see the things that have always been a part of him through the transparent waves.
申し分ない経歴、約束された将来、そして理想的なパートナー。世間が私を次の佐京真一と見るのは時間の問題だろうな。今回の一息もそうだ。本当にこの仕事を引き受ければ父の後を継ぐための重要な一歩だとみなされるはずだ。
Artem, but you're not sure whether you want that, right? The path ahead of him seems clear, shining like sunlight cutting through water. But the weight of his past drags him down, like a vortex pulling him into a deeper reflection. After all, meeting everyone's expectations and staying true to yourself aren't always the same thing.
そうだな。
Knowledge, reputation, praise. You can almost see them floating in the water. Some he was born with, others he earned through hard work. Yet, Artem doesn't dwell on them for long. Instead, his gaze shifts toward the surface of the deep sea where the sunlight dances.
この週末から考えていたことだ。両親の歩んできた道をたどるように生きることが私たちにとって最善の選択なのか。考えれば考えるほど解決の糸口は見えなくなってしまった。同時に君の姿が何度も私の目の前に浮かんだよ。
Artem, perhaps you are a part of his inner landscape. Perhaps you are a necklace in his world, gently winding around his hand that reaches toward the water surface. So, in reality, what he's been looking at all this time isn't the surface, it has always been you. I'm worried I won't be able to handle living apart from you. Or maybe you keep searching for his true thoughts, as if trying to reach him through the endless waves. But in the end, you feel like you're just floating beside him, experiencing all the emotions he's overwhelmed with. There is something else on your mind. The young man who lives in your shared imagination, rising and falling with the waves, smiles now. You've seen this smile before back at the security check, and not long ago in the office too.
そうかもしれないな。会えないことだけが不安なら頻繁に戻ってくるようにすればいい。だがどうしても決断を下せずにいる。私にとって君は 週末にステラ氏を離れて会えないだけでも恋しくなる存在だが、それだけじゃない。君と共に歩むことも私の叶えたい理想で、もう一つの道なんだ。
Your dreams? Are you saying that only now do you realize there might be two reasons why Artem lingered around your desk? There's his reluctance to part from you, and with the separation looming ahead. And then, seeing the legal aid materials on your desk made him hesitate, unwilling to back out of his commitment. After all, if you choose to go to the capital, it will be hard to balance pro bono work as well. Artem, you really don't need to worry about me. As you speak, you gently reach out, your hands cupping his face. As your partner, no matter what decision you make, I'm behind you all the way. Your parents made it work, so I don't think it will be an issue for us either.
確かに君の言う通りだが、
I'm fine. Before he can voice his concerns again, you push down all your emotions and casually shake your head. As for me, if we have to live apart, I'll definitely feel a little out of place at first. But we have our whole lives ahead of us, so this will just be a small challenge. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything on the practical side. And I can manage the legal aid work we've been handling together on my own. Hearing your reassurances, Artem snaps out of his thoughts, a faint smile tugging at his lips, amused by your sincerity.
君の仕事ぶりを疑ったことは一度もないさ。だが、そこまで言い切らないでくれ。首都の誘いを受けると決まったわけじゃない。それに、その道を選んだとしても、前もって話し合うべき人々がいる。つまり、水底から自分が経験したことの全てを見上げるように、決断を下すには、まだ考える時間が必要ということだ。
As he explains, it's as if he's sorting through his own thoughts, his words growing more certain with each moment. But his subconscious actions reveal his vulnerability. While calmly outlining his plans, his cheek gently brushes against your palm. It is as if he needs to feel your touch a little longer before making any big decision. Home. On a Sunday afternoon, you bring in the fresh groceries and reflexively glance toward the corner of the room. With Artem's frequent trips, that spot has become his designated place for luggage. It seems his bags have multiplied a bit lately. In the past few weeks, Artem has begun meeting with members of the Young Lawyers Association as planned. As the discussions progress, his luggage has expanded from a briefcase to a combination of a carry-on bag and a rolling suitcase. The legal aid case you're handling is progressing smoothly, and you're managing well on your own. You're getting used to working separately, but every now and then, you imagine what the future might hold. I've adapted well, but what would happen if I were really in Professor Gardner's position? Besides, as your thoughts wander, your gaze lands on Artem's luggage again. If he really moves to the capital, what will he take with him? And what can I do for him before he makes that final decision?
呼んだか?
The door to the study creaks open, and Artem steps out holding an empty coffee cup. He looks surprised, probably from hearing your voice as he opens the door.
私のことを、首都行きの話をしていなかったか?
Oh, it's nothing actually. I was just imagining what it would be like if we ended up like your parents. What would you pack in your suitcase? every time before we say goodbye. Hearing the slight wistfulness in your voice, Artem sets his coffee cup down and walks towards you. With a slight lean back, you let him pull you into his arms, feeling the soft brush of fabric between you.
そうだな。もしそうなれば、まず必ず二人の写真は持っていく。
You follow his gaze to the framed photo on the side table. That makes sense. Anything else?
それから浴室にあるお気に入りの衣類用ミストを。向こうでも家の香りを感じたいからな。
He whispers in your ear, his head lowering as he takes a deep breath against your neck. Inhale, exhale. It's as if he's trying to hold onto your scent before the separation. He refuses to let go. You realize he's trying to calm the emotions stirred by the sight of his suitcase while quietly expressing his own feelings. So you choose to let him.
旅行に必要なものは持っていくとして、もちろん最後は。
Hold on a second, Artem. The sensation of his lips against your neck sends a shiver through you. Unable to resist the tickling feeling, you push gently against his arm with a playful smile. You feel like perhaps he has already helped put you at ease. Okay, I'll stop overthinking now.
本当に？
Really? Actually, as you reassure Artem, the thought that first crossed your mind when you saw the suitcase began to take shape. When you think about it, there's more you can do for him than just handling the task at hand. Before your trip to the capital, I'd like to spend some time with you. You've been busy traveling back and forth without much rest, right?
つまりデートをしようと？それなら私に任せてもらっても構わないが。
No, it's not exactly a date. Maybe something more like a casual outing.
お散歩の会？
His confusion mixed with curiosity sparks a playful sense of competitiveness in you. You shake your head with a mysterious smile. Don't spoil the fun, you just need to show up ready to enjoy yourself. Anyway, on the day of the casual outing, following your phone's GPS, Autumn drives to a quiet street corner and parks. You get out together.
ここは
Where I used to live, yes. To be more precise, is the place where you studied and lived before you met Artem. You've both lived in Stalis for years, so it's entirely possible that he has passed through this area before. Or rather, he may have been here without realizing how special it is. So, today's plan starts here with no set destination. We'll go wherever we feel like. Come on.
待ってくれ。
Surprised when you suddenly pull him forward, he stumbles a few steps before finding his balance. But with his build, even after steadying himself, he ends up pulling you into his arms. And then you feel him tighten his hold around you.
君の計画に乗る前に一つ聞いてもいいだろうか。どうして今日なんだ？思い出の場所をめぐってお互いに知らない過去を打ち明けるなら別の日でもよかったはずだが。
Both of you are so close that his breath sends a shiver down your spine. Autumn is always sharp enough to catch your unspoken intentions. By now, you're used to it. You pretend to think for a moment. Lately, I've been thinking. The reason we keep overthinking the idea of living apart and find ourselves wanting to cling to each other more than before, I realize it is because of something really special.
それはなんだ？
He's taken the beat. Seeing his curiosity pique, you lean closer to his ear, playing along. Possessiveness. Wanting to be a part of every aspect of each other's life, hoping the other half is always within reach. I think that's a natural feeling for both of us. But when we're apart, it becomes much harder to make that happen. You hear his soft laugh as the breeze rustles through. His laughter puts you at ease. He seems to have embraced today's outing, no longer as weighed down by his worries as he was a few days ago.
なるほどな。筋が通っている。君はどうやって互いの所有欲を満たすつもりなんだ？
His teasing tune makes you eager to seize the moment and drive your point home, so you nudge his side playfully. Well, instead of worrying about what might happen, I'd rather share as much as I can with you, starting with everything about me. You already know my present, and you'll have a place in my future. Now, I want you to know my past too.
君の気持ちは分かったよ。つまり、単に思い出の場所を巡るわけではないということだな。確かに君の言う通りだ。私たちそれぞれの過去が二人の思い出になれば、未来の寂しさも少しは和らぐかもしれない。
Artem smiles and sighs, the turmoil in his mind seeming to let up a little in the warmth of the sunlight.
それでは、今日のガイドをお願いしよう。
Follow me. Citizen Park. There is no route or destination. At first glance, it seems no different from a regular date, and you talk about each other's past as you walk together. Hey Artem, look to your left. It's still early and the park by the street is deserted. You two are the only ones walking through it. Artem stops for a moment in front of the park sign, reading the description.
当公園は地域住民に娯楽と憩いの場を提供するために作られました。後半はもう字がかすれているな。ここは本当に運営されているのか？
His question is understandable. The park doesn't seem to have much going on, and its design feels outdated. It is almost like a scene from childhood dreams. I bet it only gets basic maintenance from the cleaning crew now. This park used to be lively when I was in school. It even had a small amusement area. They've talked about demolishing it for office buildings, but the plan keeps getting delayed.
取り壊されなくてよかったな。ここを見ていて昔のことを思い出したんだ。
Oh, what is it? You're curious about Artem's past too, so you quickly move closer to him as he remains lost in thought.
高校生だった頃にこの辺りに来たことがあるはずだ。塾に行く途中に通りかかった。
Artem looks around at the surroundings.
あの先にお化け屋敷のような施設があったのではなかったか。具体的なことはほとんど覚えていないが、単語を暗記しながら歩いているとき、突然聞こえた叫び声に驚いて電柱にぶつかりそうになってな。
A haunted house. As Artem is busy reminiscing, he clearly doesn't realize that his words have triggered more than one past memory. After all, you two had been to a haunted house before. But you don't want to interrupt his thoughts, so you hold back a laugh and see nothing. I don't remember there was a haunted house. I wonder if it's still there. Should we check it out? We can go there if you want.
君は
You repeat the words Artem had said when he invited you to the haunted house, and he clearly noticed. Only this time, he doesn't ask if you're scared. Instead, he naturally takes your hand in his.
もちろん行きたいさ。
Abandoned a haunted house. As suspected, the park's attractions are no longer operating. They are now just a collection of abandoned spaces. Although the park staff nearby confirmed that you could go in for a quick look and warned that you might be disappointed, you can't help but feel a subtle thrill when you step into the dusty space.
どこに行ったんだ？
Even though this place is no longer a haunted house, Autumn still stops after just a few steps, looking for you. It reminds you of how he was when you two visited the haunted house last time. You quietly walk up behind him and gently tap him twice. Sticking close to you. Don't worry, no surprises this time.
予想外のこと？それは、
Like if the power suddenly goes out or we fall into a coffin together. Before you can finish, Artem immediately remembers what you're referring to. Before you'd gotten together, you'd experienced some unexpected events in a haunted house that looked a lot like this one.
そんなことを心配していないさ。今は心配より好奇心の方が強い。
Curious? Intrigued by his reaction, you hold your breath, eagerly waiting for his response. He stands in front of you, offering a small, almost shy smile, as if he's been transported back to the past.
今の私たちはあの頃とは違う。同じように探索するとしても、できることやしたいことも増えたのではないか？例えば、こういうことだ。
With that, Artem unlocks his phone and holds it up high.
前に君とお化け屋敷に行った時には、残念ながら録画のサービスはなく、私たちの反応を記録できなかったからな。お化け屋敷ではないかもしれないが、何かを残しておきたいんだ。
You want to take some pictures? Even without walking around to his side, you can already picture him adjusting the camera focus seriously, though a bit clumsily. Just take pictures of me, let me see. At first, you just wanted to sneak a quick shot of both of you while you move closer and grab his phone. But when you saw both of your faces in the frame, you couldn't help but feel a little greedy, wanting more from this moment. As you switch to video mode and hit record, Artem's gaze starts to wander. He's a bit awkward in front of the camera since he's not used to it and unsure of what you really want. Think of this as my little indulgence for today. Today's outing is about creating something we can hold on to, a little piece to help ease the longing when we're apart. So I want to say a few words to the future you. You clear your throat a few times, trying to sound serious before speaking. This is as much for the Artem by your side as it is for the future version of him who might watch this video while traveling. Artem, can you hear me?
ああ、いや、正確には未来の私が聞いているだろう。
I'm glad. By the time you watch this video, you probably already decided whether or not to go to the capital. No matter what you decide, I want you to know. As you speak, you can feel his presence beside you, his warmth close by. If you're being honest, you'd want him to always be by your side, just like this. Every choice comes with its own gains and losses, and there will always be some regret. If you follow the path your parents choose for you, you might have to give up some parts of your personal life. But if you choose to stay here and follow your heart, you might end up wondering later if the other choice would have been better.
君の言う通りだな。それも私がまだ考えを決められない理由の一つだ。どちらを選んでも後悔や未練が完全になくなることはない。
So, if regret is inevitable, why not just embrace it?
諦める？だが一体どうやって？
Artem looks at the camera with that familiar helpless expression. Accept it as part of you, then shift your focus elsewhere. Focus on the present. Do what you can and want to do right now. As for the future, leave it to the future you. Tell me, what's the one thing you truly want right now, Artem?
私は
Just like how he instinctively walked ahead when he entered the room earlier, he's always taken on the role of the leader. But now you're the one taking the lead, guiding him the way he once guided you. As you watch him lost in thought, a gentle warmth fills your heart. Just when you think he's struggling to find an answer, he speaks up.
今の私が一番したいことは、君が今日一日を心から楽しめたのかを確かめることだな。最近の君は私の様子に気を配っているが、本当は君も同じような思いを抱えているはずだろう。今を大切にするなら、君も自分のことを気にかけるべきじゃないか。
And of course, this conversation circles back to me. It's like that story you read, The Gift of the Magi in school. People tend to focus on the well-being of their loved ones rather than their own when faced with a crucial decision. I need to figure out a way to get both of us out of this mindset, to distract ourselves and shift our focus. You glance around the empty space and a thought crosses your mind. Speaking of myself, there's actually something I'm curious about.
それは何だ？
Autumn, are you really just thinking about that time we went to the haunted house? This is a rare chance for us to make new meaning of the past and reflect on what really matters. And there are so many other memories worth cherishing. For instance, as Artem gazes at you in astonishment, you reach out to grab him. He's at a loss at first, but the shift in control feels oddly comforting. Tango originated from Argentina's dogs, where dancers express their emotions through the fiery passion of their movements.
急に何を？それに昔のことを思い出すなら本来誘うのは私の役目だろう。
As you repeat his words back to him, Artem's ears turn a faint pink. In the dark, quiet room, the subtle change stands out, and you can't help but feel your heartbeat quicken. Don't you think that right now, the two of us are a lot like those dancers you talk about? Though their worries are different from ours, we all have so much we want to express to the ones we love. Not knowing what the future might bring, we just want to savor every moment together. The casual outing is just an excuse you put on a brave face when giving rational advice. But all the feelings born from love are still there, stirring inside you, urging you to relive the past with Artem. It's as if another dance could ease the sense of loss after he finally makes his decision.
やはりここは私に任せてくれ。
Artem no doubt feels the same. He takes your hand with ease, ready to pull you into his embrace with just a slight tug.
過去を再現するならもっと本格的にやろう。あの時私が言ったことを覚えているなら 君自身が何を言ったかも覚えているな。
Artem cautiously asks, and you smile, nodding in response. Of course. But then I asked you why you never danced before and come how come you couldn't find a dance partner? You said
今、その言葉を撤回したい。
as he draws closer, the dust swirling in the room seems to fade, and all you can smell is his cologne. The worry and possessiveness that comes with being apart merges with physicians about the present, ultimately transforming into the lover's scent.
いつでも、昔も今も、私がそばにいてほしいのは、君だけだ。
The floor creaks under your footsteps, but neither of you pays it any mind. Then suddenly, the sound of two phone vibrations, one after the other, snaps you both back to reality. You pull away from each other. Ah, it's the client from the legal aid case. I need to answer this call. As for the other vibration, it's from Artem's phone. You two quickly slip back into your professional roles like a fairy tale ending after the midnight bell. The client calls about a simple matter. She wants a quick meeting to go over the details of the case. She seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, even thinking about dropping the lawsuit. Don't worry, I'll address your concerns in person. Alright, see you then. I wonder what was Artem's call about. After reassuring the client, you look over at him, who's walking toward you after finishing his call.
首都から来客だ。ステラ市で会って話そうと誘いを受けた。普通のパーティーと言っていたが、おそらくそれだけでは済まないだろう。私が長らく返事を保留にしているから、相手は結果を求めているはずだ。
So they've come to convince Artem in person. When is the gathering? I can go with you if you want me to. As you speak, you quickly pull up your phone's calendar to compare schedules with Artem. Oh,
君が依頼人と会う日と同じだな。
but my meeting is in the afternoon, and the gathering doesn't start until later. There's plenty of time. I can join you after my meeting.
君が来てくれるのは心強いが、無理はしない方がいいのでは？
Before Autumn can voice any more concerns, you shake your head. After the gathering, you'll have to make your decision, won't you? I know you've been worrying about this for a while, so I want to be there when you finally decide whether to go to the capital. You know that he still hasn't fully decided whether to step into the role everyone expects of him, following in his father's footsteps. Seeing how determined you are, he finally agrees.
わかった。君が依頼人と会った後、迎えに行こう。君が一緒にいてくれるなら、夜のうちに決心がつくかもしれない。
These words are aimed at you, but they feel more like a quiet affirmation to himself. After all, the purpose of revisiting the past today is to nudge both of you toward an uncertain future. Suit. Everything is going according to plan. After meeting with the client, Artem and you arrive at the gathering on time. The night drags on. You take another drink from the bar and glance at Artem. He is talking with the attorneys from the capital by the pool table when he notices your gaze and steps away from the crowd.
一緒に来なくていいのか？先ほどからこの辺りを往復しているようだが。みんな私の両親の旧友だ。酒を無理強いされる心配もいらない。
I'm not worried about that. It's just... It feels like a whole different world over there, but you bite your back to words. After all, it isn't true. From a professional perspective, you are in the same field as the attorneys who are pushing Artem to go to the capital. But to you, they are standing at the end of a different path, waiting for Artem to make his decision. I'm waiting to hear from the client. I don't want to miss her call or message. Earlier, after your meeting, she agreed not to make any final decisions just yet. There are many factors she needs to consider before deciding to proceed. She said she'd let you know once she'd made up her mind. Autumn's eyes linger on your phone, which you tightly grip in your hand. After a pause, he speaks.
実は私も君と同じように気がかりでな。もし依頼人のために席を外す必要があれば、あるいは何か手伝えることがあれば遠慮なく言ってくれ。君と一緒に行くよ。それに、
Before your quiet conversation ends, someone approaches. He's holding a glass filled with a drink, looking like he's coming over to make a toast.
上村先生。
Artem introduced him at the start of the gathering. He's a respected legal expert from the capital and a personal acquaintance of Brian Wing. His eyes soften with a warm, almost fatherly smile as he jokes.
やれやれ、今日の主役が揃って隅に隠れるなんてどういうことだろ
Well, we are...
う。いやいや、説明はいらないよ。責めているわけじゃない。君たちが話しているのを見かけて、少し昔を思い出して懐かしんでいたんだよ。
All memories?
随分と昔、私が静馬くんのご両親と初めて知り合った頃も、こんな風に食事会をしてね。今の君たちは、まるで当時の二人を見ているようだよ。
Mr. Hill's eyes sparkle with nostalgia, as if he were looking back into the past through you.
そうそう。安藤さんは、飲みすぎないでね。新一は酔うとダメだからとよく言っていた。何しろ彼は下戸だから。いや、この話はやめておこう。
I didn't expect Artem's father to be weak with alcohol as well. Did Artem inherit that from him?
それから新一が首都へ行くと決めてからは、そうした会食はかなり減ってしまったけれど、その選択は結果的に夫婦が支え合う物語を生んだ。まさに失うものがあれば得るものもあるとはこのことだ。
After a thoughtful pause, Mr. Hill finishes his drink in one cup.
静馬君、私は信じているよ。君の父親と同じように、きっと最善の判断を下してくれると。
That's when you realize Mr. Hill's true purpose. He's been waiting for Artem to make what he believes is the right choice. Artem immediately catches his subtle hint and chuckles softly.
上村先生、あなたがご提案くださったことについては真剣に考えております。しかし、私としましても、様々なことを考慮した上で、責任ある回答を出さなければなりません。
静馬君、君の有料なら、首都でも繰り返し議論したはずだけれど。
Mr. Hill's tone softens, but his words leave little room for delay. When you think it over, you realize he's bringing it up in front of you on purpose. It feels like he's gently nudging you, telling you not to get in the way of Artem's decision. What should I do? You can't just stand there silently while Artem gets pressured into making a choice. That's not why you're here. You look at him, overwhelmed by all the emotions he shared with you over the past few days. I have to say something, even if it's just to briefly get Mr. Hill off his back. Then I'll give him the space he needs to think. Mr. Hill, about your offer?
君の言いたいことは静馬くんが私に伝えたいことと同じだと思うよ。
Does he want to hear the answer directly from Artem?
大丈夫だ。私から話そう。
Is it really okay if I stay silent? You've always known what Artem truly cares about, and is not here. He has his own decisions to make, and right now you need to help him figure things out. In response to Mr. Hill's interruption, you decide to speak up again. Mr. Hill. The polite gatherings, the formal exchanges, and the pompous dinner conversations. Staying here would just force Artem into a version of himself that everyone sees as nothing more than a copy of his father. He already said it himself, he's not like that. Those thoughts swirl in your head, and in the end, you make the decision before Artem does. While Mr. Hill looks away, you quietly reach for Artem's coat, trying to pull him with you. Huh? Just then, your phone vibrates, interrupting you, and a new message pops out with the client's name. Of all times. With message after message popping up, you find yourself caught in a bind. You have to choose between Artem and the client. You subconsciously glance at Artem, trying to gather your resolve.
進捗メッセージを確認しなくていいのかい？
You can't stall any longer. Now it's your turn to make a choice in front of everyone, and it is at this critical moment that Artem speaks first.
ここは人が多くて騒がしいな。仕事に集中できるよう、静かな場所に移った方がいいだろう。それに、
Artem glances at the hem of your dress, letting out a sound that's half a sigh and half a groan.
どうしたんだ？ワインのシミがついているようだが。
A wine stain? But Artem... Even if there's a stain, it couldn't be from wine. You haven't had any alcohol all night. Artem shoots you a look, silently urging you to play along as he continues.
君は自分の仕事に集中してくれ。応急処置は私がしておこう。皆さん、少しの間失礼いたします。
He doesn't give either you or Mr. Hill a chance to ask questions, pulling you straight out of the room. Outside the suite. The client's messages are about some legal matters, but she doesn't respond after you reply. You understand she needs time to think, but you have things to take care of as well. If you don't ask now, you might never get the chance. After a moment pause, you turn to look at Artem beside you. Why did you pull me out of there all of a sudden? The sofa on the terrace is small, so you end up sitting close to Artem. He looks down, gently tugging at the corner of your dress as if inspecting something. The evening breeze stirs, making your dress flutter in his hand. There's no sign of the wine stain he mentioned.
他人には衝動的に見えたかもしれないが、実際は違う。両親のようになると言われたとき、私は少しだが反抗心を覚えた。
Defiant?
子供じみているだろう。思春期に経験するはずだった反抗期が今になって現れたようだ。あの席でいくら人から褒められようと、君と一緒に思い出話をする心地よさには全く届かない。そうして君と過ごした時間を振り返ってやっと気づいたよ。
What is it? The two of you sit under the deep blue sky as if resting at the bottom of a quiet sea. This time though, Artem doesn't have that lost look he had back in the office.
私が真に求めているもの、あるいは心を奪われるものとは、安定した未来とは全く反対の不確かなものだ。どれだけ過ぎた日々になろうとも、互いの気持ちを確かめられず探り合っていた頃を思い出すと胸が高鳴る。だからあの埃まみれの部屋で再び君を誘わずにはいられなかった。今後のキャリアも私を引きつけてやまないのは、最初から結末が見えているような未来ではない。
Sitting here with him, you're shielded from the noise of the private room. It's just him, you, your phones that could pause at any moment, and the uncertain future ahead.
例えば君が取り組んでいる法律扶助の仕事は、使徒の仕事に比べると予期できないことが多く、結果もわからないだろう。だがパーティーの間も他のどんな時でも君と一緒に解決する場面を想像せずにはいられない。もし今後このような仕事の機会が減るとすれば、私は無念に思うだろう。
I see. It seems you've already made your choice. If that's the case, the cool evening breeze makes autumn warmth more inviting, and you can't help but lean in a little closer. It's not just a lover's soft whisper, but also a declaration of a new chapter in your shared future. Let's find a way to get out of here quickly. I think it's better if I take the initiative to contact the client again so she can feel as confident in her decision as you do.
私もそう思う。出発前に上村弁護士の説得に骨を折るだろうが、大丈夫だ。私が何とかしよう。
He reassures you, but you can still sense the concern beneath the surface. It doesn't worry you anymore, though you simply smile in response. Speaking of that, I have an idea. They always say you're the younger version of your father, that you two are so alike. Maybe we can use that misconception to our advantage. Since you've chosen to embrace a future full of uncertainty together, you should be working on the plan as a team. Time is short, so you quickly pull out your purse, flipping through it before stopping. Forget it, let's keep it simple. I was thinking of adding a little blush to your cheeks so everyone would think you were drunk and had to leave. But honestly, it's probably not necessary, right? After all, our Mr. Wing is quite the skilled actor. You can't resist teasing him with old memories at the last moment, and naturally, Autumn fires back with a quick retort.
酔ったふりなんて一度か二度で十分さ。演技をしなくても君を連れ出すことはできるからな。
Law firm first floor. In the end, the case you were handling solo becomes a team effort again. Autumn's presence definitely smoothed things over, calming the hesitant client. The only problem is, after meeting with the client, it's almost midnight. The first phase wraps up smoothly, but a tough battle still lies ahead. You mumble to yourself as you watch the client leave. Autumn, of course, hears you clearly and quickly responds.
未来のことは未来の私たちに任せて精一杯やればいい。これは君が以前私を励ましてくれた言葉だな。今の私たちに必要なのは悔いのない今を過ごすことだと思う。
Seize the moment. By the way, Artem, what did Mr. Hill say? A few hours ago, before you'd both left the gathering, Artem had a quick word with Mr. Hill, and the attorney gave his blessings. But Mr. Hill doesn't strike you as the type to be easily convinced. Besides, Letting you live and approving Artem's choice are two very different things. Now that the case is off your plate for the moment, you can't help but wonder how Artem handled his problem.
私がステラシに残ると話したら、少し理解に苦しんでいたようだったよ。しかし、席上で君と親しく話している様子を見て、この結論は予想できたとも言ってくれた。彼は、君が私にとって非常に重要な存在だと。
The quiet, empty streets seem to make Artem a bit bolder tonight. Just like how you once gently touched his cheek, his warm hand now slowly brushes against the side of your cheek.
君がいたからこそ、使徒の誘いを断る勇気が持てた。本心を選ぶことができたんだ。そして、今夜決断したことはそれだけじゃない。
Artem lowers his head and takes something small from his pocket. He then takes a deep breath before opening it right in front of you. A jewelry box. No, wait. Artem, it's your graduate attorney's badge.
これを君に。このバッジは私の過去の縮図であり、捉え方によっては私の初心を象徴するものだと思ってな。共に時間を過ごしてきて、私の初心は君と共にあると確信した。これから先、このバッジを君に預かっていてほしい。引き受けてもらえるか。唯一気をつけることがあるとすれば、外出の際に君のバッジと取り違えないようにすることだろう。
How could I not want to? That small badge you had caught a glimpse of when you talked in Artem's office now belongs to you. Just like how Artem completely belongs to you, and together, you'll walk a path completely different from his parents. As you put the badge away, Artem lets out a soft sigh of relief.
ところで、まだそれほど遅い時間ではない。せっかくだから、この辺りをドライブしてみないか。この特別な夜を平凡なものにしたくないんだ。今、目の前の景色は変わり映えのしないものだが、数年後にこの瞬間を振り返れば、きっと運命が変わった夜だと思うだろう。
Hearing Artem's wistful words, you nudge him with your elbow, trying to hold back a smile. Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Didn't you say we should leave the future to our future selves? Why are you thinking so far ahead now?
君の言う通りだな。今のことを考えるためにも、今夜のドライブは私が案内役を務めよう。
Inside the car. The car window slowly rolls down, a refreshing chill sweeping in as you drive through the quiet night. The view outside is captivating, but your gaze stays fixed on your palm. Artem gently runs his fingers through your hair as you wait at the traffic light, clearly having anticipated your reaction.
まだ私たちのバッジを見ているのか？
A few moments ago, after getting into the car, you had placed your badge in the box Artem gave you. Your badges, one new and one old, both shine with the same light in the night. I was thinking, as my career progresses, my badge will probably show somewhere too. I just wondered what will be like in the future.
そのことなら想像できるな。
You feel the car come to a stop by the side of the road. Even though you're talking about an uncertain future, Artem has never sounded more certain.
その時、君がどこにいようとも、今以上に堂々とした素晴らしい姿でいるよ。もちろん、今の君も十分に素敵だ。だが、人は成長する。君もさらに未来の私を釘付けにしてしまうだろう。
Slowly, his breath mingles with the evening breeze. When words of love run out, actions speak for them. And just as your lips are about to meet, something bright flashes, making you squint. Huh? Why is it suddenly so bright outside?
どうしたんだ？
Take a look outside for a second, Artem. Seaside walkway. Is it? You've been so focused on the beaches that you didn't even realize Artem had driven you to the seaside promenade. Neither of you expects the neon lights across the water to still be glowing so brightly at this hour.
遊園地か。園内設備の点検中なのかもしれないな。
I should get a closer look. You end up as unexpected spectators to a surprise light show. This is probably one of those surprises that uncertainty brings. You take a few more steps toward the lights and stop at the railing. Alright, how about we take a photo together? The long distance crisis might be over, but it's always nice to make new memories. Huh?
どうした？
Autumn walks towards you, looking a little confused. You hesitate and touch your head. You thought you felt a drop of water a few seconds ago, but you figured you imagined it. But then you hear the rain falling fast. Autumn, we should head back.
危ない！
You both rush toward each other through the rain at the same time. But you move too fast and find yourself in his arms before you can pull the umbrella out of your bag. What's going on tonight? First the light show, now this downpour. But I have to admit, it's kind of fun in a way. Wet clothes can be tossed into the laundry bag room, but moments like this, if you let them slip away, they'll be gone forever. Autumn clearly understands, yet he still tries to reason with you, holding on to the last bit of logic.
確かに特別な夜だが、早く車に戻らなければ、二人ともずぶ濡れになってしまう。
But Autumn, the car is only a few steps away, but neither of you can tear your eyes away from each other. His wet hair, the droplets falling from his nose to his lips. Every detail is bathed in the neon lights, shimmering like a dream you never want to wake up from. The rain, with no sign of stopping, doesn't even matter anymore. What truly captivates you, making you forget all sense and reason, is always.
君一緒に戻ろう。このまま雨に濡れて風邪をひいたら明日は二人でくしゃみばかりすることになる。
Autumn, is that really what you think? The unfulfilled yearning inside you keeps growing, urging you to pull him closer. Even though he took the umbrella from you moments ago, he still hasn't opened it. The tension from that interrupted kiss in the car is finally starting to surface. Were you really just trying to convince me, or were you trying to convince yourself too? After all, you said people think you're all about logic, but deep down you're drawn to uncertainty. So, is it really just the rain that's making you want to go back? You can tell his hesitation isn't about what you said. Something deep inside him starts to break free from its restraints, finally released by the pouring rain. In an instant, the sound of the rain quiets. The noise around you fades into nothing, and all that remains is him. The rain hasn't ceased, he's simply shielding you from it. You feel the softness of his lips, tinged with the fresh scent of rain as the umbrella slips from his gloves, softly hitting the ground. Artem, you lose your balance as you rise onto your tiptoes. The only thing you can do is meet him with the same intensity, clinging to the moment just a little longer, a little more passionately.
車内で君が急に私の話を遮ったのはなぜなのか、ずっと気になっていた。君も分かっていると思うが、君が振り返ってあの明かりを見るように言わなければ、あの時私たちはキスをしていて、雨に濡れることもなかったはずだ。
Because I want to make more memories with you. Whether it's a gentle morning kiss or a spontaneous moment like this, you want to experience every moment and every possible future with him. I want to joke about how we got caught in the rain here and couldn't resist getting closer, even years from now.
君はどうして私が伝えたいと思っていたことを先に言ってしまうのだろうな。
It's not a complaint, just amusement at how well you know him. He kisses you again, and the lights across the water brighten the smile in his eyes.
一人で生きて先が見えてしまうような穏やかな人生を送るよりも、君と共に決まりきった状況を何度も何度も打ち破っていくことに心が惹かれるんだ。
I feel the same. Let's go with the flow and see where it takes us. Sounds good? The silence between us reflects a mutual understanding. This uncertainty tugs at your heartstrings right this moment, even without considering the distant future. For example, his hand still lingers on your skin. When will this gentle touch transform into a passionate kiss? The anticipation keeps building until it blossoms into a desire you both share.
そうだな。私も気になるよ。今夜、私たちが予想もしなかった結末がこれからどうなっていくのか。だからまずは目を閉じてくれるか。イルミネーションはもう十分だ。今度は今夜の君を目に焼き付けたい。
You nod, your breath is calm and steady, waiting for a kiss you know is coming. Because you know the person in front of you will always be there for you, just as he will, without fail, walk beside you into the future.
この先、私たちの未来にどれだけの可能性が開かれているとしても、君と過ごす日々を一瞬も逃したくはない。この2つのバッジを見ていると、放送会に踏み入れたばかりの頃の自分を思い出して伝えたい言葉が出てくるよ。自分が歩んできた道を疑う必要はない。お前は理想を実現できるだけではなく、真の愛を見つけるのだからとな。理想というものは恋人と同じだ。君は常に私が歩むべき道の終点で待ってくれている。私たちが持つバッジの裏に刻まれた番号は何者にも変えられない身分の証となる。そして私の目に映る君は他の人にない資質を持った秀でた存在だ。いつか私を超えていくのだろう。バッジを身につけていくうちにピンも使い古されていくが、それが私たちの歩んできた道を証明するのだな。